Hey, welcome Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Lance Boyum, Damon Lick, Ricky Irish, Rocky Burnett, Dennis Geechee, and Doug Nosbish running the field camera today. Welcome, folks, to 2023 Chatfield homecoming game. We bring in the Zumbrota Mazeppa Cougars here tonight, and as they introduce their lineup, Lance, we've had quite the week here in Chatfield, and a lot of fun had, and hopefully some of the guys got a little sleep there this week.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You just never know what's going to happen during homecoming week. To start off with the girls volleyball team winning at Lewiston, and then again last night in a packed crowd in the gym, defeated La Crescent 3-0. So it was nice to see a large crowd there. And then topped off, I guess the Powder Puff game was on Wednesday night, and the boys battled it out on the court after the volleyball game. So it should be a good night tonight. Perfect conditions, going up against a Zumbrota team that is 1-3, losing to Caledonia, Lake City, Stewartville, and coming off a win a week ago against Red Wing, 21-17 in the rain. I think right at the end they were able to score a touchdown to put that one away. The Gophers last week were clicking on all cylinders, got played on a Thursday, so we had an extra day coming into tonight's game, but they won 43-0. A good, complete game for the Gophers last week. Yeah,
and the Gophers come in here undefeated, and this game on paper right now should definitely favor the Gophers, and we should be able to get our line moving against them. Size-wise, we're in really good shape. They've got a couple of kids that have been playing varsity since their 9th grade year. Oliver Liffrig is one of them. He's put together very well, played a lot of basketball against him. I believe he plays baseball as well. So seen him on the field and the court quite a few times. But the numbers, I think, are down for him, and they've just had a tough time the last couple of years getting things moving in the right direction.
Yeah, they're pretty big on the offensive line. And you mentioned Oliver Liffrig. He is their main at least defense. He plays the middle linebacker position. On offense, he plays a little bit of fullback. He goes to the tight end. Just a strong physical kid, so we're going to have to find him when we're on offense to have somebody get out and get a block on him. But the Gophers' offensive line, I should say, has done a really good job all season long, just open up some holes for our running backs, and they're taking advantage of it and getting out running really hard, especially Cale shot a couple over 100 yards the last few weeks, close to 200 a week ago against Triton, and then the passing game has been doing an efficient job also. So
week against Triton, it was 8-10 yards a shot, and then a couple of huge plays, runs. DeAndre had one, and Chase Johnston comes in there and does just a great job in the backfield as well. What's been nice is that last week we were able to play Ethan Cole and a couple other linemen, just one way. Same thing with a couple of the skill position guys. You don't have to play both ways here in these types of games here. This is, you hate to take anything for granted in a high school football game because a play can go either way, and we turn the ball over, and I guess that's probably one thing that we probably want to look at going forward for the second half of the season, that it's got to take care of the ball early and maybe hop on people right off the bat instead of, we did a much better job of that last week.
Well, you mentioned it, having these other offensive linemen get in early in the season. When we started the season, we weren't quite sure what we were going to have up front. And, getting those games where we get a big lead and could get some other guys in there, it's really given the opportunity for those guys to develop. And now we've got some depth at the offensive line, which is great. Not a lot of teams at this size can do that, and so far the Gophers have been. And the other hand, you talked about turnovers. We need to tighten that up. Last week we did a really good job. I think we had maybe an interception, but for the most part it was a pretty clean game, unlike the first couple of games where we started out a little bit slow in that first quarter, but we got things going after that.
Well, you hope tonight Gophers are going to get the ball right away, that they just come out here on fire and take care of business right away. Well, Carson rolling back, returning kicks. Going to get a little spin move there, try to spin out of that up to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, nice kick. Went about to the 15 or 10-yard line. Carson picked it up after one hop and got upfield, but good coverage there by the Zumbrota Mazeppa Cougars to get down there, and not much of a gain.
Well, flip-flopped here. Last week, Carson started off in the backfield as the quarterback along with Cale. And this week, it's going to be Parker Delaney. So we'll see what kind of set we come out. My guess is we're going to run over tackle with Cale right off the bat. Boy, good job, doing pretty well stuffing that up, but still just over 4 yards on that first carry. H-back resets. Devin Reinhardt at the H-back position. Novotny on the far wideout slot. Oh, and Cale's going to bust through, and that was nice. What I really like about that play, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, Parker carries out that fake to that flat. That's going to be good for a first down.
Yeah, nice patience there by Cale Schott, just kind of working his way through the middle. And enough for the first down for the Gophers.
Lance, it looks like Zumbrota Mazeppa is going to do what a lot of teams like to do against us and bring, 9 guys up within a couple of yards or a few yards of the ball. Cale's going to try to get to the outside. Good job running him down. He's going to get about 3 on the play, though. And there's Liffrig on the tackle.
Yeah, good pursuit. Number 2 was Oliver Liffrig. We talked about him at the top of the cast here. He's the guy that's going to be on most of the tackles for Zumbrota. Yep.
Well, second down and about 7 here for the Gophers. First drive of the night. Going to go to the left side. Nice job opening that one up, and Cale falling forward again is going to be just a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, number 7, Ben Gunnis there for Zumbrota. The safety came up and made that tackle, just short of a first down, but good enough for 6 yards. So far for the Gophers, it's been all Cale Schott.
Well, back to pass with a yard to get here. Oh, and we're going to be incomplete. Well, with this here on this side of the 50, pretty confident we can get just under a yard, Lance, I would think, but.
Looks like the Gophers are going to go for it here, 4th and a yard.
Everyone's going to come in tight.
Come up under center and just do the Philadelphia Eagles sneak.
Going to pull a Hurts. And that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the Gophers offensive line there, led by Nathan Allen at center. Alongside him, Mitchell Hinckley and Weston Nolte.
Up there for just under, just past the line of scrimmage there. Good barrel roll here through the line by Cale. And hopefully we give a shout out to Uncle Jesse. He is up and about and sitting around here after his transplant. And we wish you the best, Jess. Hope you're able to tune in tonight.
Yeah, good news. So, hopefully he's watching this game.
He was giving people a hard time already, I guess, this afternoon. So hopefully everything's going in the right direction. Oh, boy, we had her set up in the flat down there, too, to Devin Reinhardt. And there's someone here, Reinhardt, along with Cole Novotny. Both got touchdown passes last week, and a couple of huge catches for them across the middle as well.
Yeah, Parker Delaney so far 0 of 2 throwing the ball. That one just a little bit high to Devin Reinhardt. Wasn't able to get up and get his hands on it.
It seems to me that they're being real aggressive here on the receivers, so a little bit of a double move might get them going. Good time here up the middle. Devin Reinhardt. No. That's going to be Ben Carrier snuck out. Touchdown, Gophers. Wow, just like that. That is Parker's favorite pass to throw right there, and he comes off.
Yeah, he was given a shot right at the end of that, but not before he found Ben Carrier on the seam. And that was good enough for 54 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Benny the Bull, Ben Carrier. Very nice job of Parker just hanging in there. He knew he was going to get popped. I think we just had a little fray come and get him. He had to step up into that throw. Extra point is up. Ben Carrier with the kick. And that'll make it 7-0 Gophers with 8:29 to play in this first quarter. So just like that, in their first possession, Gophers come down and score. And
yeah, the Gophers, a big play there on 4th down. They sneak it up the middle for a first down, and then 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. The Gophers go down the seam to Ben Carrier, who got beyond the quarterback there, and a nice pass right in stride to Ben Carrier after Delaney took a shot.
Yeah, they're playing everybody so close there. Is if we can get them to commit here and just make one false step forward, I think we can get that pass here up that seam pretty consistently. Well, Schoenfelder to kick off. He changed things up a little bit last week on the turf with ball position and a couple into the end zone and some very good kicks downfield.
Yeah, let's hopefully he can keep that that going. First kick of the game for Schoenfelder.
And we're going to keep it low. Kind of an odd bounce. Touches the return man. That's live. Boy, he's going to get swallowed up at the 10-yard line. Whoa.
Yeah, just took that last funny hop there and got out of his hands. He was able to pick it up, but 27, Ethan Eichhoff down there like a missile.
Attaboy,
put the hit on him and took him down. They'll start at their own 25-yard line.
Got a very nice maturation of these kickoff guys this year so far. They've taken this role and kind of run with it here the last couple of games. But pretty traditional offensive set here for Zumbrota Mazeppa. They're going to try to run off the right side, going to get a couple of yards on that. It looks like Ethan Cole was in on the tackle along with Schoenfelder.
Yeah, it's going to be Evan Clinworth on that carry for a short gain of 2 yards. Clinworth back there with, that time, Oliver Liffrig. And they're going to give you an I formation. Now they're just going to go with a single back.
Put Liffrig out on this H-back / tight end type position. Oh, and in the backfield just like that. You know what, if you're Zumbrota Mazeppa, I'd almost like to see them overload it with that trips like we kind of do. I mean, you've got a couple of tackles that are pretty good size, like you mentioned, and Liffrig over there as an extra blocker. I mean, you try to get, hit an edge somehow and hope that you can get one of those linebackers to pursue too far up and get past him. Well, 3rd down and 9. Gophers defense pretty stout so far. Back to pass, and it's going to be knocked down. Kale shot on the coverage, but boy, it was going to be well short of the first down.
Yeah, good depth there by the linebackers. Kale shot dropping back into pass coverage along with Chase Johnston. Not much of a window there to try to sneak that one in there, and they do knock it away. That'll bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Cougars.
Well, Ben Carrier goes back to return, and See if we get the snap back. Everybody stay home. There you go. Ooh. It's going to be kind of off the side of his foot, but ended up a lot better than it looked coming off his leg, though. So we're going to take over, however, at the 46-yard line. Well, Lance, we got Parker back out there. Looks like he just kind of rolled that a bit, and I don't know if they retaped or... Sure, he'll fit into his boots after the game.
Well, the steady dose of Cale's shot in that first series, I'm sure they're going to look to go back to him and see what he can't do. They did end that first drive with that 54-yard pass to Ben Carrier for the touchdown. Prior to that, they were 0 of 2 on a couple of quick passes, just weren't able to complete them.
Lance, has it been 3 years since we played these guys? Or did we play them last year?
I don't
think we played them last year, but I just remember the last time we were up there, Sammy was a freshman and went 70 yards the other way to end the first half.
Yeah, that was the first time I said, whoa.
Yeah.
Watch out for this guy.
Yeah, we're just going to run it out over tackle to the left, and he switches back, goes to the right side, and gets a couple blockers down the sideline and off to the races. Snap back. Going to go to the flat once again. See if we get a little chip block. Nice spin move there. And I think that was Ben out there again, Ben Carrier.
Yeah, nice pickup there. About 9 yards. Just a quick pass out to Ben Carrier. Caden out there giving a block.
Well, Devin gets himself probably 5 yards on that play, but that extra block kind of hanging him up there got him, a few extra yards, and he had a nice spin move and fell forward at the end. Second down, we're going to go off the left side with Cale. Patient, bouncing it outside, going to put his head down, get a couple extra yards. Whew.
Yeah, he looked inside there, nothing was there, and then kicked it to the outside, put on the speed, and got around that corner.
You know, I've said it before this year, but his running style, if he has to go up the middle, is the same as usual. But he's been looking to pop that to the outside and been a little more opportunistic to get around the corner. Well, just about 6 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Gophers up 7-0. Pitch to Cale's shot. They're going to string it out. He's going to cut it up, though. Good job pursuing by the Zumbrota Mazeppa defense. And just shy. Liffrig on the tackle. Good job by the Zumbrota defense is just stretching that. Keeping Liffrig clean so he can come up and make that stop.
Cale shot 7 carries, 47 yards. The Gophers now on Zumbrota's 13-yard line.
Well, Parker's going to fake that one. Going to go. Oh. There's Liffrig in coverage on Reinhardt on that one there. He, big kid. He runs pretty well still, though.
Yeah, Reinhardt kind of getting inside there, doing a little block, and then kind of delay back to the outside, just out of his reach again.
Well, 3rd down and 9 for the Gophers. You're going to hand off, go to the left side. Boy, and there they are again. Well, that'll bring up 4th down. Gophers are going to keep the offense on the field, obviously, but
yeah, that's the linebacker, number 24, Evan Kleinworth, who's also their running back, in on that tackle.
Well, Lance, we'll drag across the middle with Ben. Little hand.
We'll see if Zumbrota on first down here looks to the air.
Well, that might be an option. We're going to put the H-back in motion. They're going to the right side, trying to get a lead blocker out there. But once again, our defensive line in the middle is getting a great push here. Miles and Miles Mulhern, and we've got, let's see, Schoenfelder on the far side and Ethan Cole on this left tackle.
Yeah, Kleinworth looking for some room on the left side. Nothing there. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Spreading it out just a little bit more here. Single back in the backfield. Going to try to go over there. Oh, my goodness. Let's see who got in there on that.
Nathan Allen.
The hammer, Nathan Allen.
Number 52. Met him just as he was getting the handoff, and that's going to be a loss of 3 yards.
Like Nathan just crashed down on that outside, and his responsibility was just go find somebody. Well, 3rd down and 13. If you're Zumbrota Mazeppa here after a nice defensive stand, you come back and you're like, hey, let's get some positive yardage. Tough sledding right now in the shadow of their own goalpost. Back to pass, a little pressure there, tries to come back.
No, hit again, right? Nathan Allen in on that tackle also. They tried to do a little screen play there to Liffrig, but just as he was catching the ball, there was Allen, and he didn't come up with that catch. So 4th down, 13, and they're going to punt the ball away.
Well, very aggressive and tough defense here for the Gophers. Looks like we're going after this one. Well, there you go, Benny. Ben Carrier back to receive. I thought maybe they were going to bring everybody up there and just take their chances as to where that punt was going to end up. Ooh, high snap taken down, though. Not a bad punt after that snap. Snapper here, get out of his way. There you go. And we're going to take over again at the 44-yard line. Well, good defensive stand, very good defensive stand for the Gophers. 2:59 to play in this first quarter. Gophers up 7-0, but if you're Zumbrota Mazeppa here milking that clock like that, keep this thing close. Their defense can keep playing like it is so far. Just that one real big pass play. And
well, we had some success running the ball. I mean,
yeah.
The first possession we did a really good job. That last possession we did, but when we got down tight, inside the red zone, things just tightened up a little bit, and we couldn't get any room to run. And we're just a little bit off on our passing. The throws out to the wide receiver.
Ooh, we're going to try that left side again, and nothing doing.
That was tackled by number 79, Jack Boris, who is 6'4", 325, a senior. Not much you can do when he gets his arms around you.
No, he's going to hug you. Going to hand off to the right side again. Looks like we got a little something set up, and a block to the outside. Keel runs over one guy. Going to shake another tackle.
Boy, just a good, strong run there by Cale Schott. They had him wrapped up a couple of times and just couldn't bring him down. Nice effort there on the run.
They're trying to make the tackle at the end of the play. So no quit here is Zumbrota Mazeppa right now. They'll be they converge on that left side, but Cale is still going to get enough. And touchdown, Gophers.
Here comes a flag from the back.
Did we get a little holding on?
That last run there by Cale Schott was 43 yards down the right side.
Kicks him above 90 already, roughly, isn't it?
It'll be 89 yards.
89. I guess I do not win the Showcase Showdown. I guessed over.
Well, I think the touchdown is going to stand as the Gophers are going to decline. They'll probably assess that on the kickoff. It'll be a personal foul, face mask on the Cougars.
Well, that'll make it 13-0 in favor of Chatfield over Zumbrota Mazeppa. And It's been the big play thus far that's kind of bitten Zumbrota Mazeppa. They've done a good job overall in the run game. Oh, Ben Carrier up and good. He's true tonight. Got a little left.
Yeah, making good contact with the ball. That was good from 35 yards. So the Gophers strike first with 8:29 to go. A pass play to Ben Carrier for 54 yards. And now with 1:50, Cale shot from 3 yards out after he runs 43 yards down the sideline to set up that touchdown run. And the Gophers now will have the penalty. They'll be kicking probably from Zumbrota's own 45-yard line.
Yeah, well, yeah, 15-yard penalty, yeah. Well, let's see if Mr. Schoenfelder can put it through the uprights here. The second quarter, down 2 scores, and then get yourself the ball back and do a little damage. But the Gophers' defensive line has had nothing to do with that. They just didn't. There we go. We're going to kick to the corner and take it over on the side. Going to come this way. Oh, nice job getting the legs. That looked like Ethan Eichhoff once again coming in from that right side, just flying down there.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was just going to let that go into the end zone, but he did pick it up just about the 4-yard line, brought it upfield. About the 14, 13-yard line, they'll start on their third possession of the first quarter.
Well, deep in their own territory once again for Zumbrota Mazeppa, and they just want to get some positivity going in this drive. 2 wideouts to this side, single over there. Looks real similar to an offense we've seen before, Lance.
Very similar.
Good job picking his way through there. And looks like a gain of a few yards, like 3 yards or 4 yards.
Yeah, Kleinworth again on the carry from the quarterback, number 1, Avery Crosby. Knifed his way for a 3-yard gain.
Well, did a really nice job kind of picking his way through there and just being patient, getting what he could get, stuck his nose in there and got 3 yards. Tough going here trying to get yards against the defense right now. Well, we got our ends stood up here, or actually Ethan stood up on this side. He's going to crash down. And they're going to complete that one to Liftrig. And the ball is on the ground, picked up by Cale Schott. He sheds a tackler. Touchdown, Gophers. Liftrig was fighting for 1 more yard, and someone came in, I think it was Cale from the backside, and stripped it and picked it up.
Yeah, nice little play there by Zumbrota. Chatfield got caught sleeping a little bit, lost track of where Liftrig was, and he was out there down the seam wide open, and they found him. Just Cale Schott was able to catch up to him, and like he said, stripped it away from him, and then was able to still pick the ball up and then run it in for a touchdown. So scoop and score makes it 20-0 in favor of the Gophers.
Well, just like that, my goodness. And you get yourself a nice play. They really did forget about Liftrig. He just kind of leaked out, and well, we may have to take a timeout here if we can't get enough guys on the. There we go. Snap's good. Down. Ben Carrier good again here for his 3rd extra point of the night. And I don't know what Blake's been feeding him out there on the farm on Old 40, but must have been something right.
They must have set up a tee on 40.
They did.
Practice kicking all week.
Brought in his own goalpost there. Hey, hello to all the guys down in La Crosse tonight. Some of the boys here were down to visit tonight, I believe, and got the old band back together, which should be fun. So Gophers lead this one 21-0. Well, Lance, here we're kind of dispelled the hey, we're tired and we've got homecoming this week. Kind of came out and took care of business right away so far.
Yeah, just when you think Zumbrota's defense was maybe giving the Chatfield offense a little bit of trouble, we were able to find some big holes. We've had some big plays, a 54-yard touchdown pass to Ben Carey, a 43-yard run by Cale Schott, and then the 25-yard scoop and score by Cale Schott.
Well, good return to the left side.
Yeah, nice job. Tobin McMahon just staying in his lane and waiting for the ball to come back to his side and made the tackle. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 26. 36 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Well, I just got myself a text message from Jesse. He says, awesome job, boys. Been watching since the beginning of the game. So,
awesome.
Hey, Uncle Buck.
Glad to have you tuning in.
Well, nice gainer up the middle and just kind of slid through there. Got looked like it was designed to go off the right side. Just kind of changed course and went off the left.
Yeah, 4 yards for Kleinworth. Now 6 carries, 5 yards.
Well, 2nd down. About 6 to go. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Gophers, wow, all over Zumbrota Mazeppa right now, 21-0. And Zumbrota Mazeppa, good first play from scrimmage on this possession. Pretty good kick return here, considering where they took that. They just got to find a way to get a little consistency and get, a couple of first downs here and get moving past midfield here, give themselves a shot.
Yeah, give themselves something at 3rd and manageable, not 3rd and long where they have been the last few times. They just need to get a couple of positive plays going forward on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, we'll flip fields here, and just a reminder, we got the young kids, 5th and 6th grade youth football tomorrow right here.
Yeah, they take on Lanesboro,
which is usually a darn good matchup, and Lanesboro has probably got some atypical monsoon in Harmony, Minnesota last week.
Yeah, I think they had somewhere around 4 inches during their game on Friday night, which,
wow,
was a close game against Rushford. I think 12-6 ended up to be that final.
Well, 30-yard line here for Zumbrota Mazeppa. Second and 6. Going to hand that one off the middle. And, well, we've got somebody through there getting a hand on that back almost every time they touch that ball. Got himself about a yard, but, boy, Lance, there's just not a real conducive.
Yeah, right about at the point of attack, we had a hand on him. He was able to spin out of that, was Kleinworth. But then the rest of the Gophers were able to come in and stop that for no gain.
Well, offensive line here getting penetration and keeping those linebackers clean and cleaning up the fray after they get a hand on the runner. Looks like we've got Braden Horseman in at that far linebacker position. Pass there is going to be complete and enough for 1st down. That's going to be number 5. Well, very similar pattern to what Liffrig ran last possession.
Yeah, that was Crosby to number 5, Landon Flan, who was able to make that catch and get upfield for a little bit.
Well, kudos to the ZM line. They did a nice job giving him time to throw on that play. Going to go off the right side. Going to get 3 yards on that. Does a very nice job keeping his legs moving, getting what he can. Well, just a couple, I guess. Well, coming up on 10 minutes to play in this first half, Gophers lead this one 21-0. Zumbrota Mazeppa having a little better time on this offensive possession.
Yeah, picked up a first down, second down, 8 to go.
Trips to this side, so they're spreading things out. Going to hand off to the right side. Good hard run.
Yeah, Ethan Cole was back there deep, was not able to make that tackle. Sidestepped him, was able to get upfield for 4 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4, very manageable down for Zumbrota Mazeppa. And Kleinworth is going to go out of the ballgame. Looked like he came up a little. I'm wondering, we usually have Chase Johnston playing this other linebacker. And Braden Horseman's in for him, so I don't know if he got nicked up just a bit or he's just taking a little bit of a break. Good defense there by the Gophers.
Yeah, Kale's shot right there. In from the middle linebacker position, short gain. 4th and 2.
Well, Zumbrota Mazeppa comes up there real quick to the line. We're going to get a whole lot of action here right up on the line, boy. Be a good time to try to sneak somebody out. Well, they're going to go student body right, and we're going to
nice job
stop
there.
that up.
Good pursuit. I think the first guy in was Kale's shot. Got his hands in on him and was able to take him down. Again, no gain on the carry. We're on downs.
Well, defense is flying to the ball. Well, Chase Johnson's going to go in at running back here for Kale. They're kind of flipping around on that defensive set, so they give some people some rest. Well, 2 wideouts to this side, and Boyum and Ben Carrier. Cole Novotny to the other side. Going to go to the flat, and that's Ethan Eichhoff, and he is going to pick up a Gopher first down. We're going to get a hold, potentially a hold on the outside. Looks like the vicinity of a hold. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, however.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that against Zumbrota.
Oh.
Marshall comes over, holding. Nope, holding against the defense. So a spot foul that was downfield.
Well, so nice play there from Ethan Eichhoff. Went on that, just that little drag right behind the line. Took it just past the line of scrimmage. We get our wideout streaming down the field, and that opens that up, and everybody just kind of follows him. He comes underneath. Gopher's going to run with, oh yeah, Carson in there now, huh?
Yeah, Carson rolling on the keeper there. Off to the right side, back up to the middle, gain of 5 yards.
Well, 2nd down and 4, or 2nd down and 4.5, roughly. I hadn't looked. It looked like we had a pretty good, good crowd tonight.
Ben Carrier now 3 catches, 100 yards, 1 touchdown.
And Carson Rowland pushing up the gut with the sneak, and that'll be a touchdown, Gophers. And that'll make it 27-0 in favor of the Gophers. Oh, Ben Carrier for the extra point. He's been perfect so far tonight on PATs. Snaps a little high. Caden gets it down and just off. A little timing got. So that'll keep the score at 27-0 in favor of Chatfield. And if you're Zumbrota Mazeppa Lance, you just got to find something to stem the tide. They had some good activity or action on that last possession, just couldn't put it together to get it down a little further into Gopher territory.
Yeah, they had a nice first set of downs there where they got the first down, and then the second set the Gophers were able to stuff them up and not allow them to get the first down on that fourth down play. They've had a couple of nice plays. Maybe keep doing, but so far that run has not been an answer for them.
You know, you just want to get some points on the board here before half. I mean, that's your main objective, and preferably in this drive. Like you mentioned, that pass play, they do a real nice job with that play. Well, short man is going to take it, and they're going to have their best field position of the night up just past the 40-yard line. Looks like we've gone back to the squib kick on this one. Ethan Eichhoff in on that tackle once again, and he's been the old kickoff specialist for us tonight. And he is going to go in at safety position for Cole Novotny. And Aiden Miner is going to be in as well. We're going to give Nathan Allen a little bit of a blow at linebacker. There's that nice job there, just standing your ground. And that looked like Chase Johnson on the outside, as well as Aiden Miner, I believe.
Yeah, loss of 3. Nice pursuit there by the Gophers on the right side.
Good job staying home. That was that kind of, old terminology, cross buck there. Just kind of waited that second guy come through from the other side. Little St. Chuck's play for you there. Well, under 5:30 to play.
Mixing up the dive.
Yeah. Oh, you could try to go off the left side and nothing doing. That from the back side of Schoenfelder. And
yeah, nice hands there. Ethan Schoenfelder, as he was blocked, he was able to get his hand on his jersey and bring him down. That'd be a loss of 2.
Got off that block pretty darn well to come make that tackle, and that's going to be another loss on the play, and it's 3rd and 15 for the Cougars, and kind of going in the wrong direction. We need a little positive play here.
Well, the offensive line for Zumbrota is going to have to give him some time to make this pass downfield.
We got Cole on the backside with his ears pinned back, and he's getting a little swing move. Gets through, and it's...
Oh, Tobin was right there, but I think he was out of bounds.
And he is going to be, like you said, out of bounds. I think he was quite a ways out of bounds when he made that catch, honestly. But that's going to bring up 4th and a long 14 yards. And
yeah, not a lot of time there. Number 8, Tate Roush, the quarterback, dropped back, and Ethan Cole was coming from the left side, had his hands up. And good coverage out there by Tobin McMahon.
Well, they initially did a fairly good job of getting him to the outside, but he pulled a swim move on that last couple of steps and was able to really kind of disrupt that pass. Good snap. Good punt. That's going to drive Carson Rowland back. Tobin's got a good block on that side. Maintains it just long enough to get Carson sprung up to about the 40-yard line. They had that punter relatively close to the line. Boy, only about 10 yards back from the line of scrimmage. So, but good punt.
Yeah, that was
good return, though.
Good pursuit there by number 22 from Zumbrota, Keegan Haugen, who got downfield, fought off his block, and was able to tackle Rowland out of bounds. Gophers will start on their own 40-yard line.
Well, Kale shot back into the ball game at the running back position. Snap, and we're just gonna follow him. Good job, Carson pick, and that's gonna be a gain of about 5 yards. Well, actually, you're gonna spot a little shy of that, 4 yards.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Zumbrota. Oliver Liffrig came up there at the end and was able to finish the tackle for the Cougars.
Nice job getting off his block and working down the line. Still pretty good pickup there for Chatfield.
Yeah, that was good enough for 18 yards to Cole Novotny.
A run off the left side. Good job holding on to his legs there. That's Liffrig again on the tackle. I believe number 80 was also in on that one. And we'll see what we got on the field. It's just a gain of about 2 yards. And we have an infraction on the Gophers. False start. Well, 32-yard line of the Zumbrota Mazeppa Cougars here at Gophers, 2nd and 13. Going to reset the H-back. Ooh, Callan kind of wanted to come out of his stance there for a second. Back to pass once again. We're going to go deep. And that's going to be Devin Reinhardt, and that's going to be a Gopher touchdown.
32 yards, Devin Reinhardt. The inside wide receiver down the middle or the outside there and was able to find that spot in between the defenders, and a nice throw there, Carson Rowland.
Well, I think Gophers receivers right now, looks like we've done a nice bit of work here in the last couple weeks on route trees and just running the correct routes here. They've, let me get 33-0 with 1:20 to play in this first half. Ben Carrier in again. Snap's going to be high. He's going to take it himself. Going to look to pass, and it's going to be a backward lateral to Caden Boyum. And in the back of the end zone. Well, you don't see that every day. And I don't know if that was an intentional snap. We've run that play before, but I don't know. Kind of looked like when we tried to run it the first time down in La Crescent last year, where everybody knew what the play was going to be, and Drew didn't snap it back to the kicker himself. But well, I'll still make it 33-0 in favor of the Gophers with 1:20 to play, and Zumbrota with all their timeouts, they've got to get moving the right direction here.
Well, the Gophers scoring 3 times in that first quarter. Now the second score in the second quarter. 2 of them have been pass plays. One was to Ben Carrier for 54 yards. This last one to Devin Reinhardt for 32. Parker Delaney has 62 yards passing. Carson Rowland has 89. And Cale Schott has 101 yards rushing this evening. So a good first half for the Gopher offense.
Short kick there, going to take kind of an odd hop. Oh, just can't get a handle on it. Well, things kind of snowballed here for Zumbrota Mazeppa in the last few minutes. They're going to take over deep in their own territory. Gophers with 3 timeouts. 1:17 to play. If we can turn this thing over, maybe get it back, but my guess is we're going to go into the locker room at 33-0. Gophers have done what they wanted offensively. Also had a defensive touchdown from Kale's shot in there, and that's going to drop them in there, and that's going to drop them back another 5 yards.
Yeah, false start on Zumbrota. Should bring up first down, 15 yards. Backs them up to their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, we had 2-3 guys kind of moving, trying to set at the same time, and according to NFHS rules, that is an infraction.
That you can't do.
Well, 1:17 to play, and they're going to split 2 out to the wide side, single back in the backfield. A high snap. Rush from the backside. He's going to get loose up the middle. Evade Devin Reinhardt. Going to come back to the middle. Get popped pretty well here by several Gophers.
Yeah, good pickup. 13 yards there.
Got a lot
by
of
the
it
quarterback,
back, yeah.
number 1, Avery Crosby.
Well, clock is under a minute here, under 50 seconds actually, and we're up 33-0. He did a nice job here just stepping up and getting what he wanted to, and get a little dream shake on Devin. Good run there. Run that little delay up the middle, and that's going to be good for a first down.
Yeah, Keegan Haugen, number 22 on that carry, tackled by 18, Devin Reinhardt.
Well, Haugen in there in the backfield position for the last couple of series. And we're going to drop a few D-backs back deep. Going to pick that one up.
So the Gophers are going to send out the offense there. It looks like quarterback Carson Rowland.
Well, unless we're just going to try to run this one over the left side of the wide side and get what we can get and go into the locker room up 33-0. Zumbrota Mazeppa will get this ball after half. Back to pass. Shoulder shake here. Ooh. Going to be picked off. Got a bit of a wall. Going to try to go wide side, and well, we're going to get a flag on the play, and potentially that's a defensive penalty, correct, Lance?
Well, we'll see what the call is.
Looked like Ethan Cole had him by the shoulders, and I don't know if they thought he kind of got up toward the neck, or whoever was in on that tackle with him face masked. That one just
horse collar.
Oh, okay. So 15-yard penalty, and well, let's see. Seen a couple of different things here in this ball game tonight. Clock's at 0. This will be the last play of the first half. I thought Ethan had him on the outside, but he might have slipped up a little high. It looked at the optics of it weren't good. He
of the first half.
Going to get out of the pocket, pass back to the middle, and good sure tackle made on the outside by Tobin McMahon. And that'll bring it to the end of the first half. And Lance, Gophers up 33-0 in big in this one. Let's just go over some stats here, and it's been pretty much all Gophers.
Yeah, the Gophers have 151 yards passing, 116 rushing. Parker Delaney, 2 of 5 for 62 yards. He has got a touchdown pass to Ben Carrier. Carson Rowland, 4 of 5 for 89 yards. And the one interception there just at the end as he's just trying to make something happen there at the end of the first half. Cale Schott leading the Gophers in rushing. 13 carries, 101 yards, rushing, 1 touchdown. Carson Rowland has 4 carries for 13 yards and a touchdown. Parker Delaney, 2 yards. Rushing, receiving for the Gophers. Ben Carrier having a good first half, has 4 catches, 101 yards and a touchdown from 54 yards out. Cole Novotny, the catch from 18, and Devin Reinhardt, the 32-yard touchdown pass from Carson Rowland. For Zumbrota, 27 yards passing on 2 of 4. They've got an interception, and they also had a fumble after a completion. Evan Kleinworth rushing the ball, 12 carries, 8 yards. Keegan Haugen has 2 yards. Avery Crosby, the quarterback, has a 13-yard run. Receiving, Landon Flan has 1 catch for 12, and Oliver Liffrig had 1 for 15. So that rounds it out for the statistics.
Well, we're here obviously on homecoming here tonight. Go through. We got Callan Backer. I think that's. Oh, girls, I'm trying to think here.
Mrs. Novotny, I believe.
Yeah.
Katie Cocker and Gage Bartels. Also, Kira Cobes with Brayboss. Braden Fretland. Nathan Allen and Halverson. Colton Johnson with
Bria
Schlink and your king and queen.
Jack Dornack and Chloe Berg.
Berg, yes.
So they were crowned today at the Pep Fest and Coronation this afternoon in the Chatfield Gym. So congratulations to all of them. It's been a wild week. We got a dance tomorrow night. Looks like we do have some guys on the field. This may be the 2013 club, I believe.
So I do have one scoring update. The game over in Iota versus Caledonia. Iota 6, Caledonia 0, and that is halftime.
Oh,
over there.
All righty. Well, that's a little bit of a shock, quite honestly. Here, that's.
Well, Iota coming off a tough loss against St. Charles last week, where Iota's a team that likes to get out and run a little bit and throw the ball, and the conditions weren't really conducive to that. Where St. Charles just more dive it up the middle, and St. Charles played a really well played game there and came out the win.
Well, yeah, Scott Schmaltz is mentioning here. We'll just stay with it for just a minute. 2013 down at Winona State versus Caledonia went into overtime. We scored. I believe it was a scary kick. And then we come back. They'd been running the ball successfully all night long. They get it at, at the 4-yard line or 3-yard line, whatever. And they decide to throw a quick pass into the flats. A.J. Riley picks it off. And it was about as picture perfect of a playoff game other than 10-8 last year, I guess, in the section final. And it's just been reminiscent of these Caledonia-Chatfield matchups for years.
Yeah, that pretty much was the winner of the state tournament. If Caledonia would have won, they would have probably went on and won the state that year.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
But Chatfield went on and marched through the state tournament and were 2013 champs.
Well, 2013, when you look at a lot of the guys here playing tonight and a lot of guys that played last year, we got a lot of pictures from that in the Metrodome. all those little scrappers sitting in the first couple of rows getting all excited about it. You know, they got interviewed a couple of times. Who's your favorite player? And they soaked it all in, and obviously something hit home. So 10 years later, they win one too. But that was a heck of a ball club. You know.
Yeah, very talented group,
really,
that 2013 team.
Yeah, a lot of similarities, I think, here. They ran the ball real well with Nice, but they could get out and throw it a little bit too. Probably not as big a line as we have, honestly, but
yeah, they had Hurley to the outside. They had LaPlante as a tight end. A lot of threats there on the offensive side, and then defense, they just got after it, a quick team, and held everybody in check with a good defense.
Well, yeah, 2013 team. Well, we'll go take a break here and listen to the Chatfield Band. We'll be right back with second half action. Well, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Lance Boyum, Damon Leake, Ricky Irish, Rocky Burnett, Dennis Geechee, and Doug Nosbish on the camera on the field. Well, Lance, we go 33-0 in the first half, and Gophers pretty much did what they wanted to do in the passing game, and were no slouch in the running game as well.
Oh, great offensive performance by the Gophers in the first half, and not too bad of a defense performance also. Not a lot of yards for Zumbrota. The Gophers' run defense just allowing about 20 yards total rushing, and through the air 27 yards. So a great job by the Gopher defense.
Well, all starts up front once again, and the defensive line specifically for Chatfield has been just ridiculous tonight. And they've gotten a couple of decent run plays. The best play they've had running-wise has been that quarterback just took off and got 13 yards. But, you know, pretty good job of stuffing things up the middle and letting everybody come up and help you make the rest of the tackle there. Gophers are going to kick off. Low liner takes another odd bounce and going to be picked up at the 20-yard line. Gopher coverage team, good job converging down there. Going to get up to about the 25-yard line or just past it. I think we have Mr. Lonian on the crew tonight, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Jay, longtime official for out of the Rochester area.
Well, Zumbrota Mazeppa is going to take over here in this second half from their own 25-yard line. They've had decent field position last time they had the ball in the first half, but just couldn't do anything with it here. Two back. Going to try to follow through the hole and nothing doing. Maybe a couple of yards. Well, looks like closer to a yard on that play. Gophers defense just not giving much up.
No, good job just making a pile right there in the middle of the field. Right in the middle of all that, Miles Mulhern, number 68, who draws some attention. And he's able to let the linebackers come in free.
Miles has done a really nice job this year of doing his job and just stopping things up. Not he try to run second man through. They brought a guy in motion, try to get a little jet sweep type action to throw us off. Everyone stayed home. Another good defensive play. No gain on the play there.
Yeah, number 22, Keegan Haugen on the last two carries.
Did we get Klingworth, I believe, must be out of the game. He hasn't, or Clinworth. Man in motion once again. Gonna fake to him, go in that middle again. Good job slipping a tackle, and that is gonna be good for a first down.
Yeah, that was number 9.
Austin Jench.
Austin Gents. 5'9" junior. Nice catch there. Enough for the first down.
Well, we had a safety come up and try to make that tackle, and he kind of ducked under and got another couple of yards for the first down. So they really like that 8 to 10 yard pass play in the middle. They've been really adept at throwing that. Man in motion once again, going to fake the handoff. Going to pass to that wide out. Boy, we were coming hair on fire. Looks like Chase Johnston was sniffing that out along with, well, Miles Mulhern was out there actually. So. Well, second down and 10 for Zumbrota Mazeppa from their own 36-yard line. Single back, wide out to far side. A little inside handoff. Nice little gainer.
Yeah, nice little draw up the middle. 6 yards on that carry for Haugen.
Chase Johnston comes in and finish up on that play. That'll make it 3rd down and manageable, about 4 yards for Zumbrota Mazeppa. I would be remiss tonight, Lance, if I didn't mention that it's your 32nd birthday.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So happy birthday, Lancey.
Along with Mike Urban.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Herb. Saw him at the volleyball game last night. Back to pass once again. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, nice job converging here. We had Chase coming up, and Ethan Cole was coming hard from the backside.
Yeah, Crosby flushed out of the pocket. Thought maybe he was going to have a chance to pick up that 1st down, but quick to respond was the Gopher defense for no gain and 4th down and 3.
Well, they've done such a nice job of getting down the line, not going too deep, and just pursuing with that line of scrimmage and from the backside. Well, they're going to kick this one away to Ben Carrier. Short drop once again for the punter. Line drive punt. Ben's going to take that on the hop. And we're going to get, well, the side beanbag was thrown. Benny's going to try to shake one tackle, and he's not going to be able to get out of it. Had his jersey pretty tight there. Got a fair amount of wrestlers from Zumbrota Mazeppa probably playing here, so.
And I think they're going to call a defensive hold penalty there. Kale had one of the linemen there taken down to the ground and not allowed him to get up, and they threw the flag on that.
Threw the spladle in on him.
He had some back points going.
Well, 8:11 to play in this 3rd quarter, and Zumbrota Mazeppa forced to punt this one away to the Gophers. And good news for them is they're gonna back them up another 10 yards at least, isn't it? Yep. So at the 18-yard line, Lance, what do you think? We're going to get a steady dose of run here in the first couple of possessions?
10, yeah, I think we're going to keep that clock a-ticking, up 33-0.
Gale in the backfield. Going to run him. Nope, they're going to come across with that H-back, and Devin switches to the outside hand, and he's off. Nice gainer there for Devin Reinhardt.
Yeah, about 30 yards there. Looked like it was going up the middle, and then next thing you see the ball floating out there to Devin, this time in his reach, and was able to make one move and then get back to the outside. Nice pickup there.
Well, they sucked 2 of the 3 linebackers inside pretty hard on that fake to Kale. And Devin just came dragging across the line. Going to hand off to the right side to Kale Shot. He's going to slip a tackle. And he'll pick up about 8 yards on that carry. Nice job, Kale, here, getting deep into the secondary, but slipping that first tackle, not allowing the first guy to take him down.
Devin Reinhardt now has 2 catches for 64, both of them for 32 yards.
Well, he's nothing if not consistent. Well, 33-0 in favor of the Gophers, and we are in this 3rd quarter. Parker just kind of sidesteps his way through traffic, and he's going to pick up a yard. We're going to be short of that first down. 7:15 to play in this 3rd quarter. That one just never quite developed.
Yeah, Parker was kind of going sideways through the line there.
Karaoke drill.
Short gain of 1.
Yeah, we got another first down, and going to get that bunch formation on the left side for the Gophers. Going to pitch to the left. Kale's going to follow his blockers. Up there. Touchdown, Gophers.
No flags. 37 yards. Kale's shot for a touchdown.
Nice job. He was waiting for his blocks to set up. We had all the wideouts and the H-back there shielding him. He had a great hole and just turned on the jets after about 10 yards. and a touchdown to make it 39-0 in favor of the Gophers.
Kale Schott now has 3 touchdowns. The first one, a 3-yard run in the first quarter, and then came back on the next possession, forced a fumble, and then picked it up, scooped and scored from 25 yards out. And now here in the third quarter, with 6:01 to go, 37 yards to pay dirt.
Ben Carrier, snap is down. Kick is good.
I think he likes this end of the field better.
Yeah. The batter's eye apparently is much better with the looser leaves on the tree there. He doesn't like the evergreens. Reminds him too much of practice or two-a-days apparently. Well, the Gophers are going to make that. Ooh. The Gophers make this a 40-0 ball game. And Lance, Zumbrota Mazeppa is turning it over on downs.
Yeah, just a great job by the defensive line getting up, getting that push, and if they get past the first line, there's not a lot of room after that.
A low liner once again, going to stay in bounds. There's a Gopher kick team. Wow, they are flying right now. Braylon Burnett on the tackle. He is back out of concussion protocol. You remember that last home game we had. You could hear it on the field when he made that collision in the tackle.
Yeah, Kale Schott now 16 carries, 145 yards rushing.
Well, ZM going to take over here. Their own 22-yard line, so they've going to go out to the flat, try to get a little pick play. Good job sliding off that by Tobin McMahon. And then Chase Johnston helped out from the inside as well.
Yeah, just a quick pass out there to number 9, Austin Gents. And a good job, like you said, Tobin getting off his block and making the tackle, just a gain of 2 yards.
Well, initially here, that wideout on this side had a really good block going, but Tobin fought that off nicely and was able to get upfield, just gave up a gain of 1. Looked like they're going to have that set up pretty well. 9, they're going to try the handoff to the left side, and he's going to squirt through a hole, and the safety's going to make the tackle.
Yeah, Haugen for 12 yards and a first down for Zumbrota.
It looks like we were trying to do a little hand tackling or arm tackling, and didn't go well for us here. Good hard running up the middle by Haugen. So first down for Zumbrota Mazeppa. Go back to the single back look. And the Gophers in there, high snap and kind of bobbled. And Callan Backer was in there.
Yeah, high snap to Tate Roush. Had a little trouble corralling that ball in by the time he was able to get the handoff in. Boom, the Gophers were there.
Well, Kale Schott going to come off the field here, going to get some rest. He might as well come off and take a little breather. Braylon Burnett going to check in for him at the linebacker position. So back to pass, going to roll him out. Pressure. Ball's up for grabs. Ooh, just about picked that one off. Mitchell Hinckley in the game as well on that defensive line. He was pressuring. They tried to get him out of the pocket. Overall, he's done a pretty good job when he gets out on the move.
Looks like we had Ben Carrier and Carson Rowland defending that pass. Was able to get one hand in on it, but then was knocked down to the ground. No chance to make the catch. 3rd and 15 here for the Cougars.
Well, the type of situations or scenarios that you're Zumbrota right now, you don't want to be in. See if maybe they try to run that little bit of a draw to kind of get us. Oh, going to fake that. Back to pass. Receiver falls down, a little incidental contact there with Chase Johnson, it looked like. And they're going to bring in their punt unit. So once again, after a couple of good plays here, a nice run play from Haugen, he just can't get anything going.
Yeah, just the little things like the missed snap there in a hole.
Well, Ben Carrier back to receive this one. Ooh, just about Braylon Burnett. Nice high punt. Ben's going to let this one drop and back off. Well, at the 35-yard line, Ben with a couple of feigns toward the ball, but smart not taking that one. You don't need to pick that one up and give him the ball there. That's for sure.
Don't let that one go.
Well, 3:33 to play in this third quarter, and Gophers up 40-0, big over Zumbrota Mazeppa. Pretty good offensive balance tonight, more so than, we've been real heavy run with some passing mixed in, but we've had some great passing plays tonight. Chase Johnson off the right side. Got a little blocking there. Great pickup. He's going to get another few yards on his own after he had a block on the outside, kind of ran over the.
Yeah, nice job just sealing off that edge and get to the outside. Good pickup for Chase Johnston. 25-yard gain for his first carry of the evening.
Well, Chase got good wheels. You get on the outside.
Shout out to the gang over at Larson's on the corner of James Street and
geez.
Burr Oak. They're in the garage.
Sleeves optional. Back to pass. Wheel route on the, just couldn't get there.
Boy, not a bad pass there. Just missed Ben Carrier.
Oh, that was Devin Reinhardt that ran that wheel.
Oh, my bad.
It's a 10-yard runoff, and that occurred past the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be second and quite long here for the Gophers. Second and close to 20, honestly, for us to pick this one up. Really nice job of Higley not getting fooled by that route here just along the line. He read that nicely and just gave up a couple of yards. Chase Johnston going to run off the left side, going to pick up a good chunk of that last penalty yardage. Maybe about 3rd down and 14 roughly.
Third 13. Clock keeps running. Just like you said, it'll be under 2 minutes once this play gets off.
Under 2 to play. And we're going to get a timeout from the Gophers. We had
trying to get the right personnel in there.
I think we're making a substitution on the line, and we just a little confusion as to who's going in there. Well, Lance, we're sitting at 40-0 here. I believe I heard that Cal scored in that third or the end of
Winona State.
But Winona Cotter maybe a little pluckier than. Well, 3rd down and 13. We're going to go with that H-back pass again. Good move by Ethan Eichhoff to pick up a nice chunk of yardage. He had someone coming up on him hard, and he just a little Little shake with him and got another 4 or 5 yards. Going to make it manageable for this fourth down. Fourth down and about 5. Well, Cal just went up 14-13 in that one. Yoda's got the ball. Looks like 7 minutes left. Oh, nice hole opened up on that right side for Chase Johnston.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
going to be first down.
Nice job just splitting the defenders there, getting upfield and turning on the afterburners there for the first down for the Gophers.
Well, Chase makes up his mind. He's going.
Parker Delaney now 104 yards passing on 4 of 8.
Gonna take a little time off the clock. Going to be under 50 seconds to play once we get going.
Side of the field in that area.
He had to throw the fastball to get her through there.
Yeah, he was running out of time as he was getting some heat up the middle.
Well, 2nd down and 8 now. Hand off to Johnston. Once again, he's going to cut it to the outside. Going to go upfield and dragging a couple people with him. Boy, I thought they were going to have him back there for about a yard gain, but he
he was running
someone with him.
Running forward, dragging that defender on his back, and that'll be the end of the third quarter.
Well, the Gophers are going to the fourth quarter up 40-0 over Zumbrota Mazeppa. And we're going to have third down when we come back, but a much more manageable third down after the last couple of runs from Chase Johnston. Well, St. Charles already done for the night. Kept the ball on the ground in a 19-14 game with Triton here. Not a whole lot of passing, and clock was running, obviously, over there. Well, big matchup here for one of our alums here, Sam Backers with Mankato. They go to Bemidji.
Ooh, big game.
Tomorrow, yeah. That is, I think Bemidji's ranked, well, Mankato's up there top 15 for sure, probably top 10. But Bemidji's in the top 5, I believe. So you're either going to go to Bemidji to play football or fish. So, or
tomorrow they're playing football.
Yep, they're going to play football. Or you play volleyball and do track and field a la Miss Preby. Zeta. Well, we go to the fourth quarter, and Lance, we're got our starting line in there, pretty much our starting line right now. Kind of toeing the rock right now. They're doing a great job up front, opening that little crease there for Chase Johnston. Third down, they're going to hand it off to him again. Ooh, he's going to try to go to the outside. Didn't have a whole lot to work with.
Yeah, that was Oliver Liffrig, number 2, coming in from that middle linebacker position. Was able to get through that offensive line of the Gophers and tackled Johnson for a loss of maybe a yard.
Well, 4th down and 5. Gophers going to leave their offense out there. Hand off to Chase Johnson. Going to reverse field. Well, makes a couple of moves. And the interior line of Zumbrota Mazeppa stays home and makes that tackle.
Yeah, good defensive stance there for the Cougars. Nowhere for Johnson to go as he tried to reverse the field. Nothing there. Good pursuit by the Cougars.
And we got some defensive replacements in here for the Gophers. Wyatt Jacobson, Cole Raymaker, Ethan Eichhoff.
Aiden Miner, number 8.
Carson Volts in at nose tackle. And Mitchell Hinckley also in on the defensive line. They're going to run off the right side. Good job converging once again.
Yeah, Devin Reinhardt coming in from the cornerback position.
Ty Kane's going to come in. And Keegan Patton also into the game. Schoenfelter over there on the far side on the line. And Braden Horseman in at that outside linebacker position. Back to pass. Going to go to the flats. Boy, that was... I've got a poor angle, obviously, but everything looks like close to a lateral.
Looked like a lateral there, but they blew the whistle right away.
Well, we're going to have a running clock here with under 10 minutes to play. Just coming up on under 10 minutes. And Gophers reserve getting some good minutes once again. Check in. Cal's still got the ball over there, 14-13 with 3 minutes left. Boy, hot game over there in Del Riota. Back to pass, going to be complete. Slips a tackle for first down for Zumbrota Mazeppa. Horseman in on the tackle. Owen Collick going to come in at a D-back position. Get points on the board now. Get points on the board now. You do not want to get out of town with nothing on the scoreboard. Looked like he's going to have a few more yards out of that, but was tracked down. Wyatt Jacobson on the tackle. Good job stretching him out.
.32 yards rushing now for Haugen for Zumbrota, 9 carries.
Yeah, he had a couple of nice runs here tonight. Back to pass once again. He's going to hit a little rush. Oh!
Kind of threw it over there to no man's land. Gophers gave chase there, number 15. Kean Danager.
Well, I think if he'd had just another second to wait for him to hit that little bit of a soft spot there, he might have had that completion, but had a little pressure from the backside. Kind of had to get rid of that one a little quicker than I thought he wanted to. Rolling to his left. Going to pass. Looks like it's good for a Zumbrota Mazeppa first down. And with under 6:45 to play, Zumbrota Mazeppa over in Chatfield territory. Jack Volker into the ball game on the defensive line. Sean Kirshner as well on that far tackle. Handoff once again to Haugen. He's going to be brought down.
And another 11-yard pickup for Haugen.
And another first down for the Cougars. And boy, they're doing a nice job on this drive.
Yeah, doing
just
it on
hitters.
The ground, picking up some yards and some big chunks of yards.
Under 5:45 to play in this ball game. Gophers up 40-0. Zumbrota Mazeppa threatening. Back to pass. Going to get a 2 lift rig. No, he can't haul that one in. Oh, he was going to have a few yards in front of him. Like Braden was going to come up and make that tackle, but lift rig is going to be a tough one to bring down.
Yeah, I thought maybe after he tipped it, he was going to be able to come up with it, but just out of the reach. Down to the ground. That doesn't stop the clock as it keeps ticking.
Well, under 5 to play in this fourth quarter. Ball game in hand pretty much here for the Gophers. Their defense doesn't want to give up the score either. So, man in motion. Going to hand off inside once again. Haugen, good job picking his holes in there.
I was
Another
able to
5
keep
yards.
his feet and got an extra yard after contact.
Bolts back in at the nose tackle. Looked like they had him at just about the line of scrimmage, but he kept moving pretty well to pick up a nice gain and make this a 3rd and very manageable. Obviously 4 down territory. Going to follow lift rig, and he's going to pop it to the outside. And, we're going to get a...
That time the carrier was number 20, who is Will Higley.
Well, yeah, Higley picks up another 1st down, and Owen doing a lot of work back there, and that's, as a safety, you probably don't want to hear your name called that many times on run plays. So, going to run that inside handoff again. Gophers a better job of stopping this one up this time. Higley again. Aiden Miner came up on that tackle. Well, at the Gopher 21-yard line. Heavy overload to the right side. They put lift rig. They're going to go to the flat to him.
And again,
and
just in and out of the hands. Tough night for lift rig.
And that is going to be under 2:40 to play, or actually under 2:30 to play probably by the time they get this ball off. Yeah, I don't know. Boy, I tell you what, he'd be a real nice tight end. Next level, honestly. They're probably going to stick another 40 pounds on him, and he runs well. Or another 40, another 20.
Yeah, he's listed 6'2", 220 in the program.
Does a nice job. Does a real nice route. Probably just a 3-yard route, but boy, he can catch that ball. He'd. Good job breaking that one up. And we might have some contact after the play with a defenseless receiver potentially. And Ryan Eichhoff's going to come into the ballgame at the outside linebacker position. Clock's going to stop at 1:55. We'll see. Got a flag on the field. Unless we just dropped one.
Personal foul.
Inadvertently. I was wondering here, we broke up that pass. We had someone cut in front, and I'm wondering in the backside, that receiver was hung out to dry a little bit, and we kind of popped him. We're going to get a timeout from Zumbrota Mazeppa here to talk things over, and they're threatening right now. They're in at our 10-yard line.
Yeah, and even with the 15-yard penalty, still be 4th and 1 from the Gopher 10-yard line.
Well, Dover Yoda with the ball. We're a little bit behind, obviously, but 20-13 with the ball with a minute left. I don't know what their timeout situation is, but see if Leonards can do a little magic back there along with Mr. Williams there. Well, Lance, we look ahead to the rest of the schedule tonight here. The Gophers are up 40-0. We're going to take this one, but well, we talked about it, and you and I will start texting on Monday along with Seth and probably Bergie.
Yeah, another tough game, typical Chatfield Caledonia matchup that everyone kind of looks forward to, at least in the last, 6 years probably.
Yeah. We're going to be okay, and we've talked about this already. We take care of the ball, we're going to be in good shape. Both ball clubs are going to be in good shape. Just really when the two teams play, boy, up the middle, going to be shy by just about the 2 or 3 yard line.
Well, that was number 34. Baxter Arndt on that carry, just took the snap, kind of the wildcat, and he's going to do it again. And
Arndt's going to go off the right side. It's going to be touchdown Cougars. That'll make it 40-6. Long drive there for the Cougars with 1:26 to play, 40-6.
And they're going to bring out the tee and try and kick this one through the uprights.
Well, Zumbrota aided there by that personal foul. We had that pass broken up. It would have been 3rd down and long. But kind of bailed them out with that penalty. (40-6) in favor of the Gophers. Snap is back and good. Nice kick. And that was number 32.
Ryan Tesmer.
9th grader, it looks like, huh? Wow, that was
Thank you, Schmaltzy.
Let the cat out of the bag. You might be the fan of the game tomorrow, Lance. I don't know. Although Kane said that we've got to keep it consistent and have his dad every week.
Yeah, a fan of a game at the Powder Puff also.
Oh, we did? All right.
Oh, yeah. The first fan of the game at that, I think Seth Allen got it along with Brett Horseman.
Well, back to receive for the Gophers, Ryan Akoff. Let's see who else we have with him. Keegan Patton back there. Good long kick. Ryan Akoff's going to take that one. And he will take a knee at the 16-yard line. 1:22 to play. Zumbrota Mazeppa's got some timeouts left to use, but I doubt they'll burn those. Gophers need to just get a few plays off here and end this one. Thus far, it looks like we've gotten out of here pretty injury-free. We've got a couple of nicks, and we'll see how Parker's ankle or whatever he's got going on is, but he came back and played well. Carson rolling in there at quarterback. He's going to take a knee. Well, clock and a wind, well under 1 minute to play for this next snap. And it's what turned out to be just a beautiful night of football here. No wind going through in.
Yeah, after kind of a wet first part of the week, everything turned out really nice tonight. We should have a nice morning, too, for the 5th and 6th grade.
Well, just much needed rain, obviously. That field looks 100% different than it did just, a week and a half ago. Even, 6 days ago. So, well, that kneel down will do it, and we'll be able to Lance. Let's just head on to the old StatCast.
All right, the Gophers rushing the ball. They had 29 carries for 212 yards rushing, led by Cale Schott, 16 carries, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carson Rowland, 4 carries, 13 yards. Parker Delaney, 2 carries for 3. And Chase Johnston had a nice second half. He had 7 carries, 51 yards. Passing, the Gophers had 193 yards passing. Parker Delaney was 4 of 8 for 104. Carson Rowland, 4 of 5 for 89 yards. Receiving, Ben Carrier, big night, 4 catches, 101. He did have 1 called back on a penalty. Cole Novotny, a catch for 18 yards. Devin Reinhardt had 2 catches for 64. Ethan Eichhoff had 1 for 10. Scoring for the Gophers was Ben Carrier on that 54-yard pass. Cale Schott on a 3-yard touchdown run. And then Cale Schott on a 25-yard scoop and score off a fumble. Carson Rowland from 1 yard out. Devin Reinhardt 32 yards out on the pass play down the seam, and then Cale Schott on a big run for 37 yards. That brought us to 40, and then right at the end, Zumbrota got into the end zone on the Wildcat up the middle. So good over all night for the Gophers on the offensive side, and good job on the defense.
Well, Gophers take this one 40-6 on a homecoming night, and always good to win your homecoming game. But story of the game again, I don't know, another key that we don't see. We've been so high on the rushing, but pretty even tonight. Nice game on both, passing and running tonight. A lot of guys getting in on the action. But, again, offensive line did their job, but defensive line was just animals here tonight. They're not getting backed up. They're standing everything up and not letting themselves get pushed downfield. They're either at the line of scrimmage or they're in the backfield most plays. So tough to get anything going for an offense that if you have a couple of snaps here or there, a couple of miscues, you've got somebody in your lap almost every
gap for the other running back to get up and inside. We're right there right away with the short gains all night.
Yeah.
Just a good job, and then they defended the pass well also.
Well, good ball game here for the Gophers. Probably a little bit easier part of our schedule right now, and now we're going to see what we're going to do. We go in 5-0 down to Caledonia next week. And she's always a dogfight no matter what you're getting yourself into. Their offense is, I'd say, with some of the switches they've made, is probably more consistent than what they've had in years past or the last couple of years. They've done a little more substituting in and out at the quarterback position, the receiver positions. But skill positions for them are going to be tough to handle. We're going to have to be disciplined.
Yeah, it'll be a dogfight again. Both teams are pretty aggressive defensively and offensively. Everybody's got some weapons. So, you're going to have to take care of the ball. And, and if you do get a takeaway, you got to take advantage of that. Not only is it a big week for the football team, but also the girls go down. They have a game Tuesday night against Rushford, and then they travel down to Caledonia on Thursday night and take on a tough Caledonia team, which they just beat last weekend up in a tournament. So it should be a fun week for Gopher sports.
Yeah, it's been a real good fall season, or a great fall season thus far for everybody. And if we can keep everybody injury-free and go in the right direction, that's going to be key for us going forward. Obviously, here next week we go to Caledonia, and then we've got Dover Yoda here, and then we end up MEA week up at Cannon Falls. So 3 games that are going to be really, really interesting for this ball club. Lines are going to be key once again, and I think that's where our bread and butter is going to be. We're just going to have to, ride the backs of the big boys and go from there.
Yeah, it should be interesting, and look forward to that game.
Yeah, so Gophers take this one on homecoming night, 40-6. Kids, be safe, be smart, make good choices. Your mom and dad are watching. So, Lance Boyum, Damon Leake, Ricky Irish, Rocky Burnett,